You are American? Why are you traveling into China?
We want to study the Forex.
Your name does not show up on our databases. There's no file for you at all in America. No credit reports, no address. You're an anomaly.
I'm sure the United States would be thrilled to know you're invading the privacy of its citizens.
The information is public record, Mr. O'Toole. Anyone with access to the nets can acquire it. You're regretting permission to enter my country? I have every right to know whatever I want to know about you. Your privacy laws don't apply here. Why do you want to study the Forex?
Because we want to stop them, which will probably involve killing them or driving them back into space. But between you and me, I'd rather kill them. It's the easier way. You don't have to worry about them coming back with their friends. My companions and I are soldiers. As you likely have already deduced, we're MOPs, Mobile Operations Police. We're here dressed as civilians and passing through your gate as a courtesy to you. We don't have to come through this way. There are hundreds of ways to get into China. I would prefer to do it legally, as I'm attempting to do now. But should you deny us entrance, we'll get in another way. Easy.
You think you can sneak by me and my man, Mr. O'Toole?
And if you deny us entrance here and force us to enter the country illegally, it will reflect very poorly on you, Lieutenant. You can be sure of that. Because once we're in the country, we'll tell the Chinese military how we crossed right here, right under your noses. We'll tell them how a whole fleet of foreign vehicles, honking their horns and shooting off fireworks, could pass through the gaping holes in the border here without any detection whatsoever. We'll tell them it was easy. We'll tell them all sorts of things. It will annihilate any chance either of you have of ever getting promoted again. If you can't maintain a border crossing in the middle of nowhere, they'll say, then you can't do much of anything. However, if you do let us cross, you now have a story to tell. However, if you do not let us cross, you now have a story to tell. They passed as civilians, you'll say. They weren't carrying weapons. Their passports checked out. I had no reason to deny them access. In fact, I was doing my duty correctly by letting them in. And if the Chinese military asked me and my men why we would pretend to be civilians and cross over this way, we'll tell them that we had no other choice. We'll tell them the borders are so tight up there under that lieutenant that we had no choice but to abandon our weapons and go right through the gate. We'll tell them how the level of security here made us uneasy, how a mountain crossing was out of the question because the men at the border are too well trained and too savvy and too watchful of the passes. They'd catch us for sure. We'll tell them all sorts of things, Lieutenant. It will reflect very well on you. They might even give you a shiny medal.
I could arrest you as soon as I let you in, right over the border.
Your stupid meter keeps going up. Think. If you arrest us right after we're through, then it's obvious you let us in only for that purpose. Again, we'll have committed no crime. My men and I represent 30 different countries. You really want the embassies of 30 different countries calling your superior offices and asking why China arrested citizens who legally crossed its borders?
You're soldiers. Your very presence in China is illegal.
You're missing the point. Everything you're suggesting puts a target on your head. When this becomes an international incident, who do you think the Chinese are going to blame to pacify all parties involved? Us? The people who valiantly crossed into China to help its citizens and save lives? No, it will be you. You will take the hit. You will be stripped of your rank, honor, and any affiliation with the military. You'll have to get a blue-collar job, maybe loading boxes somewhere, or chopping the heads off of fishes in some rancid-smelling market. You won't meet and marry that daughter of a party official. You won't rise to a position of station. You'll waste away in a one-room apartment with bad back and no pension. Those are the facts, Lieutenant. You can let us in, or you can send us away. The choice is yours.
I'm so shang.
I am Captain O'Toole of the Mobile Operations Police. This is my companion Logan.
Soldiers, eh? Come to fight the Forex?
We've come to help as much as we can.
You think China needs help? You think China isn't strong enough?
From what I've seen, No country is strong enough. Not the US, not any country in Europe, not Russia. No one. We all must help.
Help is what I do best. What are you looking for?
Armored vehicles, off-roaders, all-terrain, enough to carry 40 men and supplies. And they must be airtight.
Sorry to disappoint you, Captain, but I'm not licensed to sell that kind of vehicle. What you see on my lot is all I have. Big utility trucks and dozers for commercial contractors. Want to test drive one of those?
Perhaps this will remind you of some inventory you may have forgotten.
Oh yes, now that I think about it, I just might have what you're looking for.
If I drive those through a military checkpoint, I'm liable to get arrested. The Army doesn't take kindly to thieves.
These aren't stolen, Captain O'Toole. They're all purchased legally on the open market. I have all the papers to prove it.
Falsified papers. There was no surplus of rhinos. Manufacture was bought out by Juke Limited before production of the initial fleet was complete. Then Juke renegotiated with the Chinese and changed the design.
I see you are a student of military commerce, Captain O'Toole.
I'm a student of a lot of things.
Very well. I'm willing to drop the price a little bit because of the legality of the issue.
What about fuel?
I'm feeling generous today. I'll give you all 5 vehicles and enough batteries and fuel cells for a year of constant use.
We'll take them. We'll also need supplies. I'm told you're a man who can acquire anything.
I'm a man of many talents, yes. What else do you need?
Containment suits for stars, with head-up displays, targeting capabilities, and plenty of oxygen.
I take it you've seen the mist that the Formics spray?
We'd rather not breathe it. We also need weapons. Small arms, anti-aircraft, smart grenade launchers.
What type of grenade munitions?
Whatever you can get. AGABs, Hachette Laden, thermobaric, low velocity, 20 by 40 millimeters.
It'll take a few hours. It's not every day I'm asked to outfit a mini army. But don't worry, Captain. I'll get you what you need. I can't wonder, however, why your own agency isn't supplying you. However, it isn't any of my business.
You're right. It's not your business.